This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright. Hello everyone, I am back! I'm back on YouTube! I will explain why I've been gone for so long in a minute, but first, let's close the door, it's letting in a draft.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Is that it? Huh. Alright. That was a bit of a weird ending. I was expecting something a bit more, but whatever. Okay, so I was gonna start doing videos again when Christmas vacation was over, but I got a nasty cold. Wasn't that bad. But yeah, it's over now. I'm back. Now let's go explore some more endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, now let's see if I got this right. Now, I read this online. It's for a cubicle, covering, window, chair. I have to ram myself into it, I think. I mean, it's what I read online. Whoa. What the? I wonder if you'll hear that. Can I? Am I doing this right? Wait. I saw something. Wait. I see something. Something's happening. No, nothing's happening. Am I doing this right? I mean, it's what I read online. You're supposed to ram yourself into the chair, then you'll end up on the table. And then you just gotta crouch onto the computer and then walk out the window. It's what I read online. I mean, well, the internet. Oh, wait, no, I had it. No, wait, I had it. I got it. No. Am I doing this right? Am I? Oh. Yes. Hey.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yeah,
Why
it
don't
is.
we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. What happens if I click yes or no? No, there's nothing back there. I'm gonna restart to see what happened. That's cool. Man, it's not very long though. It's not a very long ending.
Someone was following
What?
Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh, fuck, is there gonna be a jump scare? No, no jump scare. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I don't have a jump scare. No, get me out of here. Wow, that scared me. Holy
At
cow.
first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Drink.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What
What's
Stanley
gangly?
liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Is this him playing, or... I have no idea. How is this miserable? This is quite lovely. It's quite nice. Does anything happen if I keep waiting? I'm not really annoyed, I'm just bored. Screw it. I'm bored. Is that all? How many more endings are there? I need to... Huh. I haven't been recording for very long, I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look it up again. I need to look up how many more endings there are left.